Hello dear students. Now we are going to take up the second important passage, and this is taken from the speech of Soni once again after his house is burned. Let me read the text to you first. "We can't be burned out," he said. "We are that bird, you know. It is called Phoenix, that always rises again from the ashes. Prison won't keep us out. Petrol bombs won't get rid of us. This street, this whole country is ours to live in. Fire won't stop me, and it won't stop you." Well, this is the important speech, and you all will agree that this is the most important speech in the entire novel. Once again, I am not going back to the starting. You already know that we will be mentioning the name of the writer and the novel's name, and then you will have to mention about the speaker. Again, here it is Soni, and there is a small group of people whom he is addressing, who are there. So it will again be a speech, though it is not a speech which has been an arranged speech. There is no meeting as such, and you will have to give the context, and you will have to mention that when Soni returns back from Lusaka, and Bill goes to receive him at the airport, and he is in a very relaxed mood because he has met his daughter, he has seen his grandson, and he has also got the audio recording of his grandson. So he is a little relaxed and happy. He knows that his wife Ayla is in a safe area, and there are hopes that soon this operation would be over, and soon they will get their freedom. And once they get their freedom, then times will be better, and they will all be honored, and Ayla will also be not in any difficult situation. So he is in a comparatively relaxed mood, and Will has come to receive him, and he is happy that his son has come to receive him. So all this information you can will serve as a background. Then you will come to know that his son informs him that just yesterday, that is the day before, their house has been bombed, and that naturally is very disturbing for him, meaning to say that now there is no home to go to, where to go to. And Soni was lucky that in the day before some people had come, and there were those whites who were against these blacks, and they were shouting with placards, and there was a lot of violence and agitation, and the police had come to intervene and to stop them, and even Will, they were wanting to attack Will, and Will was saved. So that was the incident which took a day before. And then later in the night, Will had gone to sleep with his girlfriend. So when the house was bombed in the night, luckily Will was not there. And so the next day he is describing that what happened and how the house was bombed. And though Will is quite relaxed that the house has gone, but you can see the reaction is very different from Soni. And you will have to mention all that part before the explaining this actual speech. So when he goes there, he finds that there are some black people also there, and they are eager, and the policeman doesn't allow them to go to their own house. He has to convince them and tell them that it is his house, and so he's allowed to go inside. And then he goes, he sees everything inside, and he's full of emotions, and all that you have to mention. And when he comes out, he sees there are some of those black people there, and they are looking at him. They expect something from him, and that is the time that he speaks, and this is like an outburst, and this is the speech that you have heard me recite to you. And in this speech, as you know, he is trying to convey that they cannot be stopped. They cannot be destroyed. Now this is his personal loss. He has great pain, anger, and yet he has to reassure the people. And he has to really use all his inner strength to say these lines. And he again tells them that these fires will not destroy them. And he mentions the bird, the phoenix, and that is a mythical bird. All of you know that there is a story that when it is burnt, it will rise from its ashes. Meaning to say that even if there are fires to destroy them, just as the phoenix rises from the ashes, so are these people going to rise from all these destructive activities of the government to stop them. Nothing can stop them. And once again, very forcefully, he wants to say that these fires will not destroy them. All this petrol bombing will not destroy them. And because this is their country, they have full right to live there, and nobody can stop them from living in that country with their rights. So this is what is the message which Sony tries to convey in this page. And in this way you can explain the lines and you can convey that it has his force in it, because this is something which is not a speech which is prepared. See, when he is asked to speak at meetings, he prepares the speeches. They are all planned speeches. But this is something which is an outburst. It comes from within, very naturally. And there is a very natural expectation from the black people of his community. Once again, they are looking up at him for some kind of a assurance. And even though he has been in such grief, in such agony, he is able to gather his strength. He is able to gain his strength that they will fight. And this is the message he conveys. So once again, it's a very beautiful speech, a very powerful speech. Once again, very deeply aligned with the cause of their freedom against the apartheid. So all this we are going to talk. And once again, it also establishes the firmness in Sony, our protagonist. So with this, I'm sure you'll be able to handle the RTC and you'll do a good job, dear students. Thank you.